Friends, hope your holiday season, your December is going well. Today we're going to talk about the new moon Sagittarius. I love the new moon in Sag. I love this time of year. It is always just amazing and fantastic to me because it feels uplifting. I love Sag time of year, which we're already in, just because we feel curious, we feel ready to explore, we feel like we want to learn more, do more. And to me, it just feels great. And I want you to look at the upcoming new moon. Guess it depends on when you're seeing this, if it's upcoming or not. It's on December 19th. It is at 28 degrees of Sagittarius. It's at the very end of Sag. And to have this, I just want you to like hone in on what is your truth, what feels good for you, what feels right for you. This new moon in Sag creates that. It helps us to the fire, right? Be bold and set intentions around what our truth is and really embracing growth, if that's what you're looking for, honesty, adventure, and the possibilities are endless when it comes to a new moon in Sag. And I love this because we're seeking truth. The Sag energy is about seeking truth. Even Venus is there, Mercury is there. We've got four planets in that sign. It just helps us to just feel in alignment with what our truth is. Now, to get to that point, I want you to, I'm going to present some questions to you. That is also written out on my blog. So get on my newsletter email list. I send it out twice a month um, with the blog and all the other announcements that I like to make for you guys. Again, I don't harass you. It's 2 times a month, maybe 3. It is holiday season. Don't forget, gift certificates are fabulous presents. This new moon in Sag squares Neptune and it's quincunx Uranus. So until we really can get in alignment with what that new moon energy is, and that new moon is it's Friday night, the 19th. It's at night on the East Coast, so it's at 8:43 p.m. Eastern time. Just gives us these wonderful opportunities just to get in alignment with what's our truth, you know. What is it that you want to learn in this coming month and or over the next year? Every new moon gives us an opportunity to set intentions around new things, and these new things with this new moon, Sagittarius is about learning new things, trying something fresh and new, being honest with yourself right now. Are you bored? Are you bored? Are you tired of the same stuff? I hear that a lot with clients, and it's so important that you can recognize that, recognize what's good, recognize what isn't. And when we have new moons, those are opportunities for us to set intentions and then to take the steps towards those intentions. Every new moon starts a new lunar cycle, a lunar monthly cycle, as well as other cycles. And another one that I love focusing on, I do this a lot in my Patreon membership platform, is the lunar gestation cycle. So it's starting a new 3-year cycle that gives us opportunities to really tap into what it is that you want to learn or expand or find something new. So when I just said, are you bored? Well, let's find something new to discover and explore. Maybe you will go back to school, or maybe it's just a course that's going to help expand your knowledge, expand your awareness. Those are amazing things that we can do when we have this new moon in Sagittarius. Venus is right there, so we're valuing what we're focusing on. Mercury is coming through as well. So we can really say what we mean and mean what we say, right? So, how can you put more joy or exploration into your life? And that's what we want to pay attention to for the most part. Now, let's talk about the moon in squaring Neptune. So when it makes that square to Neptune, and of course, then Neptune's at 29 degrees of Pisces. It's been at 29 for quite a few months. Can't wait for it to just get off that degree because it has been creating a lot of unsureness we're feeling unsure about what our next step is, what the direction is that we should be going. But the way that we can use this square between the new moon and Sag, who's very adventurous, squaring Neptune in Pisces, is that we can trust our sensitivities, trust our intuition, and trust the flow that we have. It's a mutable square, so I don't find the mutable squares too difficult. It just means that if you're just feeling uncertain, the best next step is just to allow it to flow, kind of like Buddha, right? Just be Buddhist, be at one with your environment and allow things to flow. We don't have to make really hard choices at this point in time. Now, I can hear some of you saying, well, I have a hard choice, and there's some things going really bad right now in my life. And if that is you, then stop, take a breath, take some space, especially during this new moon, take some space and, just release what's going on. And again, I can hear you say, but I can't release. I want you to find that space. You have to find wiggle room. It's your job to find the wiggle room. You're not denying what's going on, whether good or bad, but it's okay the important thing is to stop and make some space. And that's what we can do when we have this moon, when we have the Sagittarius moon, expansive and fiery and excitable, and we want to express ourselves in our true authentic way, squaring that Neptune in Pisces. Gives us that will slow us down so we can flow, trust what you're flowing, trust your guidance, don't overthink things. That's really important. And a piece that makes us feel edgy, but life is more than just one thing, right? We have multifaceted lives, and the energies of everything is multifaceted. So while we're happy to explore and set new intentions, while we might be feeling some stress around that and can't quite see what the next step is, we're allowed to flow. The hard aspect over here to Uranus, so it's a quincunx aspect. This is about pivoting a little bit, and just the quincunx aspect is never a straight, it's not a direct straight line. It's like we have to make some choices and then just let them sit. It's about being adaptable and adjustable. All right. Uranus doesn't ask us to make solid plans. It asks us to be open to whatever is next. And I think that's nice. I love that because it just encourages us to trust a process as opposed to living in fear and just not knowing what the next step is. Because that's really, really hard to do, especially when we have quincunx aspects to Uranus or from. Okay, so figure that out for you, whatever that happens to mean, because I know it's not easy to be overly specific, but this is the general energy for all of us that we're feeling all of these different things. We're feeling, I want to do something fresh and new, but I don't know what that next step is. And so when I create some space for myself, whatever that looks like for you, then the sudden insights will come in. Yeah. And so let me see. In a nutshell, I think I want us to, there's fire here, fire energy in that new moon. There's water energy in that square to Pisces. And then there's earth energy in that unexpected opportunities and occurrences and events with Uranus and Taurus. So we're working with three elements right here. Is there any air in here that needs to come up? Where's the air? Only Pluto. Pluto's the only thing in air right now. So let's not be overly concerned about that right now. Let's continue forward on what I wanted to talk about for the rest of this forecast. So this new moon in Sag reminds us to be authentic to ourselves. We have a resilient spirit, it's a resilient soul. Follow the direction that you can. Neptune's fog or unsure, the feelings of being unsure will create the space. We want to create the space so we can follow the flow. And Uranus's unpredictability just encourages us to have faith in ourselves and trust that the next step is there and that we can trust ourselves. So, so important. Yeah. All right. One last thing. Thank you for staying this long if you're here. Most people at about 25, 30 seconds drop off. So thank you so much for staying this far. I do recognize I didn't put this in the written forecast because it clicked afterward. I might put it in there as an addition. 28 degrees of Sag is the galactic center right in that area. And so with this moon, this new moon lining up in the galactic center, this is like, this feels bigger than just a new moon. It just, it gives us an opportunity to, if you like to do like deeper meditations that, send you out there, it's like a cosmic reset. So we can trust our intuition. We will most likely get some clarity, especially if we tend to sit down and do some meditations and think about, what it means and how we can connect with that galactic center. Because I don't usually talk about that stuff, but 28 Sag, I have my Jupiter right there. So I get it. I don't play with it much, but I do get it. And it just means we can tap into a higher source. I'm gonna turn my stop my share. We can tap into a higher source, right? And higher consciousness. And so work with that in your own way. If it matters to you, if it feels too woo-woo, then, don't worry about it. Just spend some time. Go get my dragon. I fiddle with him and I fiddle with my Moldavite all the time. Right here, they sit on my microphone. Yeah, what do you do? I'm a fidgety Gemini. How about you? Anyways, I think that's enough for now. Come and check out the 2026 lecture. That forecast is available for sale on my website as well. Just go to my website, DorothyMorganastrologer.com, click on the tab that says 2026, and you'll get more information about it. And thank you so much. Namaste.